next to you.
I am a star. I am the web boss of Dota.
Shout out to Scriff if he's tuning into Web Boss. Okay, Mushi, is that first blood? He just beat him through Weeheart. Yeah, it is. He went for a 2-1 build and just went ham on the invoke.
His salve at the same time, too.
He popped the salve when the courier brought it in. So when he hit the tree line, he popped it, so he lost the salve. DJ might be in a little bit of a world of hurt. Puppy can't actually get him in range to hit with the Centaur. But they try and slow him down with a Penitence now. And Puppy, yep, that Centaur goes to the Stomp, and DJ can't get himself out of this one. The Shadow Wave from Pilot Eye will find the kill.
Puppy. So
there's a rebuttal, but it's still a solo fault with Pilot Eye being up here.
I mean, they almost always do this.
Is that Centaur gonna... Okay, yeah, Grave Shield from DJ. He gets the space away from the Centaur. ADTR's gonna commit the Magic Missile as well. And this might be an opening where Secret can just go deeper. And with a Stifling Dagger, the Centaur can't finish the job, but Puppy can. Reaching the Visage underneath the Tier 1 tower. Well, scouted out that courier flying over. They potentially could have sniped out Misery's bottle as well. Top lane, they're diving on ADTR. And this core VS, like you stun on Pilot Die to stop the Shadow Wave kill. But the damage is more than enough from just Puppy and the creeps he's got. And Net,
they should dive this.
Yeah, you got Trolls. You've got the ability to summon the undead. Net's going to Nightmare himself up. Find time for his teammates to support him, but you've still got so many creeps that can just take the Nightmare off him. It's a good double crush from Ohio, and now his PA's in trouble. The Shadow Wave gives him a little bit more life. Phantom Strikes in 2 seconds, 1 second, but he can't get back out again. There would have been a creep wave for him to jump out to. Pardai cuts through the tree line. Finds himself an escape path, and the Troll Trap is not available. They've got the clamp to slow down Ohio, but Ohio gets himself another lucky bash on Pilot and Puppy. Try to body block him up. Pilot into the tree line. Puppy, there it is with the Penitence. He'll slow him down, but Ohio still got himself another crush available. Will find the kill, and a good rotation for him.
Oh, that was an excellent rotation. Meanwhile, Misery does get a B. This is so obvious, though, if you just run forward if you're Fnatic.
Yeah, that's why they have to wait it out. So Paladin moves over, the attack comes, and they actually wait until the Phantom Strike from Envy is used to get back to safety, but it wasn't. It was a trap, and a perfect one at that. They're going to grab both of them. What patience from Fnatic.
And this is significant because most of the time Secret and got out CS pretty heavily, and now the rotations are coming in from Fnatic pretty heavily. On top of the fact that Mushi, he has a fair amount of kills now.
They're snowballing him. They're coming in for ADTR with the perfect chance. DJ can't really help. Like, he can Soul Assumption to Pilot Die, but it just reveals his position. And, well, Mushi's going to arrive, and this is where it can help out. So Mushi, Pilot Die, he's going to tick out as that Shallow Grave. No, he actually survives down to 1 HP. There's no one else that can get close enough to this, and the snowball's coming over for DJ. So they lose the VS, they lose the Visage, and Mushi's trying to get some kind of collateral. But Ohio's coming down the bottom lane.
Envy some space as well. Although at bottom, he's getting gone on by the familiars that...
And again, if he can catch up to DJ, that TP support's coming in from Weehar, and DJ starts to TP the Tornado. It actually picks him up. They followed through with the EMP and Cold Snap, and the EMP actually takes away Ohio's mana. He gets that Mango to go into the Crush, and then focuses over on EE, but EE, he had his own wand, and okay, well, no. When the Fiend Script's there from ADTR, he can't survive through that. Just locked in by Fnatic, and Fnatic... Because how's the VS meant to survive? Like I saw VS's yesterday. It was Drums, it was Treads, it was Aquila, and then they even went to the Helmet, the Dominator, just to keep the VS surviving through the fights. Now EMP Tornado is going to go to work, and Mushi, he's got wand charges. He can trigger if he triggers his 15 wand charges, they might have the mech. But he can't Viper Strike and keep the poison attacks up during the fight with that. Now Ohio snowballing from Misery, gets the punch off. The shards Ohio down to 16 life, but they haven't finished the job. Misery's got shards for the moment. The Sunstrike Ohio, he actually takes the long way through the tree, so the Sunstrike won't connect. But they find Mushi, turn the Tornado on, and he just can't walk himself away. The mech will be used, and Misery is dropping low, but the Shallow Grave is still there from Pilot Die, including the Burst Heal. Misery will snowball to dodge that last bit of the tick. So he'll end up surviving. Ohio smoke move. Ohio, look to the side. Find Pilot Die. He'll find Weehar as well. The Blink Dagger's available. Jumps in. He gets both of them. Pilot Die though. Yeah, okay. He gets the Shallow Grave off. He can turn around for the weave, but this means Weehar's going to die because he self-graves. But at that point he thought maybe he can get himself an extra heal and save his teammate. But there's a double kill for Ohio. Successful gank, and they're instantly going to move towards Roshan.
Alright, so once you take... would actually be really useful against everybody from Secret. Just to get an early BKB, put the pressure on. That's what we saw Wings do, actually, right? Where we saw the Bristleback go for something a little bit unconventional. Mushi, you gotta be careful.
He TP's in, and his teammates weren't coming in at the same time.
Right,
They'll take some time, and they already used the mech, and they've got to fight this strong. PA, he's actually going to go down, even with the mech and the Hand of God from Puppey. Both is not enough to keep Eternal Envy alive. And Mushi, okay, the shards already come in from Misery. The Sunstrike would have ensured the kill. Ned keeps Pilotai out of this action, and it looks like Tuskar's going to die in the back lines.
Still, that was way too aggressive without the rest of his team instantly there. Like, he... that, but then that top engagement happens. But he really shouldn't die.
It was like a 1-on-4 at that
got
point.
Weehaw.
Yeah, there's your jump forward, the Tornado, but Ohio just blinks himself over. But no! He got denied! He got denied up by the Ancient Rock Columns! Oh, that's I
think they tried. That was a really good attempt by them. It's actually so unlucky. Alright, this is the classic Pilotai space creation. You see that he's pushing in the enemy offlane by himself?
Yep.
As weird as this sounds, this is what's meant to happen. Like, he's meant to do this, and you notice that this cleared up a lot of space for Envy at bottom to continue the farm. Maybe
top lane. So you find the kill. You're pushing at the tier 1 tower anyway. DJ's the last man left alive here, and Weehar's going to chase after him. A quick Tornado's going to bite into space for it, and then in comes Eternal Envy. With a Cold Snap combination, DJ can't do much. They'll get the Familiars out, and with that, they put an Observer Ward and Sentry up on the northern hill. Tornado, Ohio. Up in the air you go. Come straight back down again. And with the Cold Snap and the shards and snowball in. Nice. Oh, actually, no Misery. He follows up at the end of the snowball. He's still stuck with the Slider. And ADTR thought he was going to save him with the swap. But now he's going to lose his own life. With Misery getting that double kill. And the push will come down. You got a Vladimir's offering over on Misery. So PA's feeling happy as life. They were hovering like with 3-4 heroes over that Radiant Observer Ward in the mid. So, yeah, right. I think they realize it. Envy comes down. They go for the Blink Crush. And now the support will arrive, but there's your Snowball. Tornado as well, catching out the Viper and the VS in the back lines. They go for the Fiend Strip over on EE, but the Mech is there, and the Hand of God, and the Shallow Grave. They even send him back to base. Maybe not required as Fnatic. They've kind of expended everything they've got. And ADTR controlled up by the Centaur Stomp. It's a double kill again for Misery. Net will be the follow-up. It's a triple kill for this Tuskar. And Fnatic, they've lost almost every single hero apart from Ohio. Even with those BKBs, they couldn't be protected.
The amp damage. Fnatic, they've lost so many heroes that even if they had buyback, it's not worth doing it. You've lost racks. You've got to be careful.
Wow. With a crit and the Orca that's already up, Ohio's going to drop with 53 seconds on the sideline.
They're just getting sloppy now. That should have been obvious. Nobody from Fnatic was going to buy back.
Have to realize that something is awry.
I don't think so. I feel like this is kind of an odd timing. Like, I don't know if Fnatic is going to expect the speed
here they
of
come.
this.
Mushi, BKB, the Shards control though. ADTR just swaps him out, but you put the VS into a lot of harm's way, and there's a lot of envy to go into it. Even the Macropire, the Phantom Assassin's going to take it out of the Fireball.
That is also your Venge down. It was just the speed at which they did that. That was a little bit hard to keep up with.
Hard to read. Now they go after Nep. Perfect Snowball. The Nightmare's going to protect him. Buyback comes out from your VS. Trying to get back towards the front lines. Misery a little bit too deep. The Shallow Grave will be able to protect him as Ohio triggers the BKB, but the physical damage is just too much. The Invoker is the one to find the last hit into him. But then the Shards control ADTR perfectly, controlling it with the Fireball and the Centaur Stomp. Weehaw will grab the double kill. They'll move over to Mushi, and this really does feel like game. Fnatic are getting destroyed inside their own base, and there it is. The call comes out. It is 23-12 as the end score. But Fnatic, they will lose Game 1 against Team Secret, and Team Secret claim their first victory at WCA after being 2-0 by Wings earlier today.
Yeah, Fnatic looked like there were some glimmers of hope, but they just got sloppy. Like, the individual heroes that would just constantly die, it looked like there were just miscommunication errors everywhere.